Well, hello everybody, family and friends. It's the holidays, and I wish you all a really Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you're going to have a fantastic holiday season. We're prepping here, and I just felt like making a batch of candied pistachio nuts, which will be a new addition on the YouTube channel, because I just made them for the first time probably in April or so, and they came out really good. So they're basically just a candied pistachio nut with some spices that you do on the stovetop really quickly, and they're delicious. And they stay for quite a while in a Tupperware container. They go great with Asian food. I put them on top of like a candied carrots with a little bit of maybe some goat cheese on the top as just an extra crunch. I've done it that way. So they're great in salads. You can probably think of a lot of things to do with them, but what it is the shell pistachio nuts I use salted. And so we don't put any salt in the mixture that we candy them with, because the nuts are already salted. And we use white sugar, and to that we add some cinnamon, some cayenne pepper, and smoked sweet paprika, which give them a really, really nice flavor. So the measurements are in the recipe for everything. You just put all the spices and the sugar in a bowl, mix them up really well. You get your pan on medium heat, and you put your nuts in there. They're gonna start to toast up, and then we're just gonna add the sugar. And what's gonna happen is the sugar's gonna melt, and it's gonna coat all of the nuts, and we're just gonna mix them around until they're totally coated, and you'll see that it'll start to caramelize and the nuts will get nice and toasty and crunchy. And then we're gonna take them out of the pan and put them on a cookie sheet with some parchment paper. And this way, once they will cool, they're gonna set, and then they won't stick to the parchment paper, and you can take them off, crunch them up, and put them in a container. It's that simple. So we're gonna watch these on the stove, mix them up, make sure that the sugars and the nuts are really well combined, and let them all come up to temp. And as soon as this progresses a little bit, I will show you what this looks like as it gets closer to the time to take them out of the pan. And then we'll have some delicious candied pistachios. See you in a bit. All right, it's been about 5 minutes of stirring these nuts, and the sugar is now all melted and combined with the spices. Make sure you're using medium heat, and make sure that you're using a no-stick pan, okay? Because you can see now that the sugar is melted, everything's pretty sticky and caramelized, right? It's even sticking to my spoon. And you're gonna have to, soak your spoon when you clean things to get this sugar off there, but it's well worth the effort. And you can see everything's just, nice and sugary and coated, and this is ready to turn out onto the parchment. So I hope you can see that, but they're absolutely ready. So we're gonna turn the heat off, and we'll pull over our tray. Be careful of the heat, and then you sort of just let them fall, but you kind of want them, to be scattered on the tray so that they dry individually, or as individually as possible. And you can see there's our sugar mixture there. All right. Kind of like making a brittle or a candied nut, but I wouldn't go that far. I guess I wouldn't call it a brittle. because what you want is once this cools, you want to be able to break these up so that they're, you know, individual nuts, not leave them in whole chunks like a peanut brittle. Anyway, that's it. You let them sit out and cool. Once they're cool, break them up, put them in a pretty bowl or a Tupperware container if you're not going to use them right away, and enjoy them. So that's it. A quick little new addition for you. I again wish everybody a happy holiday. I hope you make this recipe. It'll be a nice addition to your table for the holidays, or really for any time. They're really delicious, as I said. So take care, everybody. From my recipe box to yours, candied pistachio nuts. Be well, everybody.